Hi, this is Ryan Shellhammer from Wichita, Kansas for Module 7, talking about human resource frame of leadership according to Lohman and Deal. And basically what I get from this is that it looks at an organization as a conglomerate of the data, the people, and all of its parts being integral to the structure. And some of the top priorities are the leaders or the architects of the organization. And this is pretty evident in the expenditures for salaries, which take up 78% of the entire organization. Without these people, there's no district. And the structural frame looks at the organization like a family with different skill sets, with different needs and different relationships between each person. And the goal of this frame is to bring the human needs in the organization into one scope, under one view, so that they all work together, because if one does well, the other does well, and if one does poor, the other one does well. So the goal of it is for these organizations to succeed at all different levels. It looks at every part as important to the organization, and it serves the needs of the people. So as far as my hierarchy goes, when I look at this list and these groups, I group a lot of them together at the base, because the base is always, your structure, your foundation, and to me, the foundation of this would be the students, the parents, the community, alumni, and that's because mainly the students, because they're the main focus of the school. They're the learners, they're the people showing up, they're the people that we as the instructors are trying to implement the strategic plan through the entire education system and educating learners. And the parents go along with this because their main goal should be to support each instructor and building leader along with their child. Because if we meet the needs of the people and the people meet the needs of us, then we're both working together and we're both succeeding. If a parent fails, then we would also fail. And if a teacher fails, then the parents in turn would fail. So then the community and alumni, I also kind of group together because these people support the kids. I mean, who's coming and watching a basketball game? The community. Who's coming and supporting fundraisers? The community. We just had a fundraiser for some of the baseball kids where they were selling coupon cards, and honestly, if they're not going out to their community, they're not getting much success with that. Also, the alumni. The alumni are supportive of the school, of the teachers, honestly. So they build this foundation of a school and a foundation of this organization, because these are the people that are coming out, but they're still part of it. They were once students. We have educated them. We've sent them out. They're now bettering our communities as well. The integral part of it would then be pretty much the staff, like the cooks, the maintenance personnel, and the custodians, and also the office staff. And I put these kind of in the middle because they're what help things run a little bit more smoothly. Kids get cranky if they don't eat. That's why I think about cooks. Cooks are going to assist in that part of supporting the kids, and then the maintenance personnel and the custodians. Honestly, they're important, but they're not crucial, because at the end of the day, teachers could be cleaning up the school, taking care of the school, but as far as jobs go and importance in jobs, it's important to have custodians and maintenance people to take care of that, because not every teacher is going to be good at maintenance, at making their everything in the room work smoothly. And that's kind of going back to the needs of the people and the skills of the different people. So then basically at the top, Not meaning that we're the most important, but probably this is the last thing that's important of a school that makes a school whole is the people who actually do the educating, the teachers, and probably one step above that is the principal, but I would also still consider them very similar. But as far as it would go, maybe the teachers are just a little bit lower because they're the ones implementing the strategic plan, and we're producing for this organization our product, educated learners. And without our communities supporting us and without parents supporting us, we can't do our job. And then one of the other aspects of that is the paraprofessionals. Paraprofessionals just kind of assist in student learning, help teachers teach more effectively. If you have a good para, the para knows their students who need help. I have a fantastic para in my third hour, and there are even times where she handles my students with specific IEP needs almost better than I do. Because maybe it's a day where I'm trying to get a lot of stuff done. I'm focused on getting things done, and the para is assisting me with that, which is great. And then the principal. Basically, this is, if you go back to the video, they were talking kind of like an architect, a leader. The principal is pretty much the architect of the entire school. They help demonstrate effective teaching and relationship strategies. And then they ultimately are helping us teachers implement our strategic plan for the fundamental people of the students, relaying to us effective strategies such as good question strategies, writing, integration of cross-curricular activities is one of their tasks, and then making sure the school runs smoothly, that teachers are communicating with other teachers, and then those teachers are communicating with parents and the students, and building effective relationships. So not honestly your typical type of hierarchy, but as far as importance goes, I think people always look at a hierarchy as far as importance, whereas I look at all of these people as important. I sure as heck would not want to be taking care of all the maintenance problems in my school, because there's people with a specific set of skills to do that for us. So that is my hierarchy and kind of description on human resource frame of leadership.